sounds very like grabbing out of air, but I really pray for stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I intend it. I'm like, I don't want to work with artists that I don't get along with because the creation is not going to flow.
You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Mic'd Up on a Tuesday. Okay, y'all been asking. Actually, you've been harassing, and I did it, so you should be very proud. We got Sean Bankhead in the building.
Oh, shit. I made it.
I had to track him down in France, tie a rope around him, and then pull him literally back to
Quite
the couch
literally.
type
Yeah.
shit. Oh my God,
But
Sean.
it worked out. Everything works out for a reason.
Yeah, Sean, how are you?
I'm good. I'm really good.
Good, looking
Yeah.
good.
I'm blessed. I'm
Okay.
clear. I'm at peace right now.
We love at peace. We
Yeah.
love at peace. I always ask my guests, how did we meet? Do you remember how we met?
I'm sure it was LA.
Okay, so here's what's crazy. Did you do Step Up 4, the movie?
No.
No?
No.
I thought it was maybe Step Up 4 in Miami, but I don't know if it was that.
Pause. Did I do something?
This is what I'm saying. I really think you came in and did a part of Step Up 4.
I did.
Because Bianca was in it. Yes, that is the first time we met.
Wow.
That's the first time we met.
And I forgot. I think I had like contributed choreography or I was like there doing something.
I just remember.
Oh.
I was on the way here and I'm like, I think it was Step Up 4.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's crazy. I would have
Crazy.
thought it was like JR's class.
No, literally.
Or something.
Literally. No, but it was that far back.
Wow.
Crazy.
I completely forgot that even happened.
I know, child. I think
Yeah.
many people did. Born and raised where?
I was born in Philly.
Oh.
Raised in Atlanta though, so I don't know anything about Philly.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
What ages in Philly?
I was in Philly, and then my family moved to Pittsburgh,
shit.
and then by middle school I was.
In Atlanta.
Yeah.
So like Atlanta's like you claim home. That's
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I'll give the Philly girl no love, okay?
I know, and like, you know,
Hey.
I figure out who I was in Atlanta. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
literally fair.
I really did grow up in Atlanta.
That's very fair.
Yeah.
Okay, Sean Bankhead as a kid. What are we talking? Are we talking well behaved? Are we talking Lil Rascal?
I was a rebel.
Really?
I was a rebel. Yeah.
I feel like that's crazy because you're so like calm now.
Yeah, there was a lot of growing.
Okay.
I was a rebel, and I think it was because I was very rambunctious. I was flipping around the house. I loved to dance. I loved music. I'm the oldest out of two. So me and my brother, I have a younger brother. And I think because of my family's dynamic of always moving a lot, when we got to Atlanta, I fucking hated it.
Really?
It was the South, it was ghetto. It was just different. It was
Coming from the city, that's real.
coming from
that's
up
real.
north, going down south.
That's real.
And I just never really found my footing, just like who I was. And obviously growing up, you know, being gay and just kind of figuring out who I was, what I wanted to do with my life. I gave my parents some hell. I definitely was an introverted artist that liked to just be to myself. And then when it was time to like express, I would. But I was a bit of a rebel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cute. I like that though. But like, okay, so are we talking like getting in trouble in school? Like, are we talking like?
No, specifically like my parents.
Oh, you just gave them hell.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a good student.
Okay.
You know, I did what I had to do.
Right.
I think I like outsmarted the system really. Like I was
Right.
like, okay, as long as I get like a B and graduate, I can get the fuck up out of here.
Fair.
But it was more my parents. I think we just specifically my dad. I think me and my father are so similar that we always bumped heads.
That's
I
me and
think
my mom.
Yeah.
That's literally me and my mom.
Yeah, he is stone cold Steve Austin. And I was just this kid that wanted to be free and run in the streets and dance and be creative. And my dad was very much corporate business, get a job, graduate, get married, have kids, you know.
The life, the normal life.
We've come so far, but back then,
I love that. I love that. And you said you're the oldest of two siblings. You have a younger brother.
Two of us, just me and him.
Just you and him. Okay, bet. How was that? Like, was he into the arts too, or was he like on his own tip?
Yeah, my brother Cam. Shout out to Cam.
Cam.
So we were born a year and 4 days apart.
Oh shit.
So my birthday's February 5th. His birthday's February 9th. So we were kind of raised as twins, which we would always have to share our birthdays and do all that type of stuff. But he was into the arts. He's creative and was musical. And but again, like, we beefed, and it was interesting because when we were growing up, my brother was more into the sports. Which,
Okay.
you know, my family
Love that.
You understand the sports
Yeah,
route. You
yeah.
can make money. You can have a career. And, you know, they were huge, like, Steelers fans. So they would always be watching the football games, and I would be up in my room by myself drawing or coloring. So I there was a bit of a detachment when I was growing up.
Yeah.
But, you know, the roles kind of switched, and I kind of found who I was and really kind of stepped into that. But,
Yeah.
you know, I love my brother down. But, yeah, we're very similar.
I love that. Yeah. What age did you feel like you, like, finally found your shit? Like, when you started feeling like, I think I know where I'm going. I think I know what I'm doing.
How old am I right
Okay.
now? I don't know. You know, that's an interesting question because a lot of people be like, did you know what you wanted to do? Or when did you feel like you stepped into it? I don't know. I never thought I would be a dancer, choreographer, none of that.
Really?
That was not my dream. I don't think I had a dream. I think I just was good at it.
Yeah.
And I'm very determined, and I'm very I'm a go-getter.
Yeah.
Like, if I set my mind to it, I do it. I achieve it. So I don't really know what age. I think I knew I loved to dance and perform. I think by 16 through 18, 19 was when I started to really get into the Atlanta dance scene.
Okay.
And could tell that, okay, I got something special.
Right.
But even up to maybe, I think I was just always slowly climbing to like maybe like 5 years ago when I feel like, okay, I feel like.
But that's a real ass answer because there's so many people who would probably just assume that you had this like aha moment of like, I'm a choreographer, because everybody says that they have that. But like real shit, you just kind of like moved and it happened the way it's supposed to happen.
Yeah, I didn't. And
I love that.
I think too, most choreographers become choreographers after they've lived their dance career. Mm-hmm. That was the complete opposite.
That's what I was really going to ask you.
Yeah, short story, I was taking class at Dance 411 Studios, the iconic Atlanta
Shout out to
studio.
Dance 411.
Yeah.
We all have seen it on YouTube. Let's not play.
Yeah, and there was a class that I was taking, and the choreographer couldn't show up, like, last minute. And so the owners of the studio, Cindy and Nefertiti, were like, Sean, do you want to teach a class? Like, we need a choreographer last minute. I was 16. I was like, hell yeah, like, let me do it. Let's
okay.
teach. And that was the one class that a representative from Bad Boy at the time came to the class just scouting dancers and choreographers. And they came up to me, they were like, do you want to choreograph a video next week? And I was
what
like,
in the Honey Daniels is going on here? Please,
like, literally,
don't piss me off.
Literally. And it was Sherry Dennis' Portrait of Love. I'm telling my age, do not pull that video up. It is terrible. But
it will go. There will be a clip right here because that is our shit. Sean, don't fuck around.
Yeah,
what?
we was coming.
Oh!
So, long story short,
love
I
that.
got an opportunity to start choreographing very early.
Wow.
And I think I then started to really get serious about putting myself on YouTube.
Yeah.
And people just saw me as a choreographer before they even really gave me a chance to like hire me as a dancer.
I love that.
It was interesting.
Like a different, but I was talking about this with somebody else too. Everybody's path is so different, especially the successful people, because there is not one way to do it. There's not one route. There's not one like formula.
Yeah.
Because that's really dope too, because I feel like I remember you being one of the first people to really put their process up on YouTube. Like the grainy class videos and like just y'all in the studio just fucking around. Like I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think back then I think I've always just been ahead of knowing how important social media was. And the only real social media back then was YouTube and like MySpace.
That's it.
And there weren't many choreographers utilizing YouTube that way. And so I just was like, I'm just going to post anything, post everything.
So
now
smart.
I look back and I cringe.
Of course. But still, like,
you know, it's what got me through the door, and it's what made my name, you know, ring bells. So I'm thankful for the upbringing, but those grainy videos.
We still love them.
Yeah.
If you had to pick another career, like anything in the world, what would you pick?
It would have to still involve music.
Yeah.
So I was a musician before I really dove into dancing. So I played piano and saxophone and drums, but I also feel like that the musical background that I had really influences my choreography because I can hear music a little bit differently. I can read music. I can understand how to hit a riff because I understand how it looks, you know,
literally on paper. Yeah.
So it would definitely be producing music or something with music for sure.
I could definitely see you being some like crazy music producer.
Would love that.
Or on the saxophone going ham.
Saxophone was fucking hard.
I bet.
Hated saxophone. And I was so small and carrying the saxophone to school every day, I fucking hated it. And then I got on the drum line. You were like that
band kid with the big ass thing.
I was a band kid. And then I got on the drum line and I started with the snare, and then my drum instructor was like, you need to get on the quad. So, you know, the quads is like
the four.
Four. And then eventually they added 2 more. So I had 6 drums.
There's no way.
Yeah, it was too much. Music.
Music. Okay, so we're going to talk about like Sean Bankhead of the past. Now, we're going to bring up something that I don't know if you want to talk about, and I don't care, but we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about BGC Atlanta.
Some of them men think they freak this like we do, but no, they don't. Make your check come at the neck. Disrespect us.
Okay. The Beyonce video that changed everyone's life. I don't care if you don't like it anymore. I don't care what it was and still is iconic, Sean. Literally iconic. I have a question though. Was that a submission?
It was.
Okay.
It was a submission that
It's okay. It's okay.
So the story behind Who Run the World, Frank called me.
The Frank called me. And was
like, yeah, hey, I want you to come to LA. I've been watching your stuff. Beyonce's been watching your stuff. We want you to contribute choreography to her next single. I'm like, bet. This was my big opportunity. At the time, at least I thought. At the time, I had been to LA one time, so this is like my second time being to LA. Flew myself to LA, no money, nothing. And I just did a story time on TikTok about this, where I get to LA thinking that I'm the choreographer.
I'm doing it.
I don't know the industry yet. I was young. Walk in a room and it is mad motherfuckers in there. It was 30 different choreographers. It was Danielle Polanco. John Tate.
We did the submission in New York. Cheryl. We were over there. No. We were in we did the New York submission.
Before I even knew what this whole industry was about. And so I remember I walked into that room and I was fully gagged and fully mortified and was like, and I'm also a very shy, quiet person. I'm not the one that's gonna go and then be like, okay, y'all, it's my turn.
Yes,
boom, boom.
Exactly.
And I remember I just melted into the back corner. And it's so funny because there's a clip that Beyonce kept in her documentary of like me in the corner, literally like, what the fuck is going on? And then she walks into the room, and I had just did Single Ladies as well with her on the
Tyra show.
And I just didn't think she would remember me.
Dang.
And so I'm literally like in the corner and she walks in and I'm like, oh my God. And I give the shadiest look, and I promise on God, it wasn't a shady look. I just was like
gagged. Yeah, of course.
Beyonce, does she remember me? Like, why am I here to do that? So anyways, cut to, I was like, that was a disaster. I flew back to Atlanta and I was like, you know what? Let me just shoot this. Let me shoot this for fun. I had a team, Royal Ray, shout out to Royal Ray. They used to shoot all of my stuff.
Dang.
But I always had this desire to highlight the black girls in Atlanta. They weren't really getting opportunities to go on tours and do these videos, because even back then you had your one token black girl, but also at that time they weren't really curvy girls. They didn't have ass and hips and thighs and so I was like, well, you know what? I have the Bad Girls Club. Let me just put some choreography on them and call it a day. But back then, dancers weren't doing these high-produced, choreographed, color-edited costumes, locations. They weren't doing that.
Okay.
And so I was like, let me shoot a video. Let me shoot a music video. Let me practice, because I also loved directing.
Yeah.
I still have the mood boards today. I remember I got mood boards together and was like, I want them to do camo and ripped up pants and just real rugged and make them feel strong and powerful. I was like, and I always wanted them to wear a BGC cranberry red lip. That was my always thing. The BGC cranberry red lip. We broke into an abandoned building, so I always used to do that. Cause I was like, guys, now listen.
Hey,
I don't know where this is gonna go, but just be fucking quiet while we in here dancing and shaking ass. Turn that music down, and we shot it. I edited the video. I colored, and that was another thing. I edit every single one.
Wow.
No one has ever edited anything I've ever put out. Dang. I oversaturated the video. I was like, I love saturation.
Color. Yeah, no, that's real though. And iMovie and shit. Yeah.
Put it out, and the rest was history.
Wow.
The rest was history. Yeah.
When did you notice it start to get traction? Like, or did you just see it like right away?
The next day, because like news circuits were talking about it, because for some reason, now here's where it went a little left. Some people thought it was like the official video.
Oh.
So people thought it was the official video, and they just thought Beyonce was hired some dancers to put it out. Because this is also the time before Beyonce was putting visuals out before the song. Or at the same time. So the song was out. So it got 2 million views in a day, and I just was like, holy shit.
1 million of them are from me, because I was just re-watching it. Oh my God.
And then it got taken down a week later. They deleted my channel.
Wait, just randomly?
No, not randomly.
Well, like the copy, the whatever, this or that. Dang.
Yeah. So I think it maybe had stopped at like 7 million, and then my whole channel got deleted. That was a really hard time for me, because I put so much blood, sweat, and tears into my YouTube Shauna Later personality, but whole channel got deleted.
And you didn't even understand why. Like, you just were like so lost. You knew in the beginning. You knew exactly why.
Yeah, because I got emailed saying,
"Oh, stop this shit." You're making us look bad, bro. Hey, listen, that's what's so crazy also too about this industry. Let's be real. Like, there's so many times that shit happens when like what somebody does is better than or whatever. Not it's looked at as better than the actual thing, and you
getting a lot of attention.
You get shut down. That's so crazy.
It was getting a lot of attention, and again, I was young. I didn't even understand the bigger machine of it all.
Of course.
I took it so personally, but you know, I'm so grateful, because it was the first time that I got to like be like, okay, I can do this. I have some visions, and I got better and better and better and better. And then, you know, just people saw it. And people liked it,
exactly. And people remember it. Nobody forgot that.
Around the world, child.
Okay, so if we're being honest, like we were saying before, you put Atlanta, in my opinion, I'll say you put the commercial side of Atlanta on the scene. Like, for me, at least. We obviously know there's so many amazing Atlanta legends, but as far as what the world saw, it was from your eyes. Did you feel a responsibility to do that? Was that just a natural thing to you? Like, because I learned about so many people just through you, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, at first, no. What happened was I tried LA ate me up, spit me out, and I ran back with my tail between my legs. Yeah, LA was really hard. So when I first graduated high school, you know, I did the LA thing. I used to live with Laura and Tucker and Nick DeMora.
Shout out.
At Fairview and Jaquel.
Shout out.
And my soul and my spirit just could not take LA at that time. So I went back to Atlanta. And luckily, at the time, Atlanta was still very popping with not only just music, but film and television. And most of the choreographers that were popping, Jamaica and Al Jamal and, you know, Draco and Chuck, everyone had moved to LA. So there weren't really many choreographers in Atlanta. So it was my opportunity to kind of just get all of the jobs, because no one else is really kind of going back and forth.
Got you.
You either went to LA and was trying to do the LA thing, or you didn't make it out of Atlanta. So then it did get to a point where I was teaching a lot. People were watching my videos, and people were like, I'm moving to Atlanta to train.
Literally, yeah.
So I did start to feel that pressure. Like, it was like, oh shit, all right, I gotta hold it down in Atlanta. And it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was I didn't intend for that, but
especially being so young too, like to have a whole city, no shade, like have a whole city kind of on your back is kind of like a lot at a young age.
My classes were packed, and then then the pressure, then you got to outdo yourself, and then you got to keep being innovative or being quote iconic, and it was a lot. And I was young. I was like 20 to 25, you know, figuring it all out, but Yeah, that was a moment.
Yeah. And now that you look back, I mean, I'm sure like there's like people that you've seen like literally grow up and have these amazing careers. Like that must feel amazing to know that like you even gave them that little stepping stone to even like get to that.
That was the reason, and I'm very grateful for that. I know that I've been able to kind of just put a spotlight on dancers. That was really what it was. Whether if you took my class, trained under me, only took my class, only trained under me. There was so much good talent in Atlanta that I was like, the world needs to see.
And
this.
you
From
did. You showed it.
The Diddy's to the Brias, to the Kanishas, to the Heather, to Anthony, to Brian, to now to Seer and Melena's and Elijah's and there's a ton of
all these people with amazing careers now, which is so dope.
That's
dope. That's dope. Did you always have love from your city, or did you ever feel any hate from Atlanta? You know what I mean? You don't even notice.
Very tunnel vision.
Yeah.
There was people that were trying to, there was people that were trying to ride the coattails. There were people that definitely, I think, I wouldn't say hate, because I think you would. Honestly, I feel like what you look like hating Sean Bankhead, like just, you know. And I wasn't a troublemaker. I wasn't causing trouble.
You were just doing your shit.
I was doing my shit. I wasn't a crazy choreographer. Like I wasn't out here cussing niggas out, and throwing. Did you? It was a couple times, but I think that I tried to keep my reputation as pristine as possible. Yeah, because I also knew that your name carries.
That's what it is. Yeah.
So, but I also had so much tunnel vision. I just was in my own lane. I didn't really care what people else were doing. I didn't really see, because I just was so like, I got this. I'm gonna do this. This is my next goal. This is my next thing. I was very ambitious.
Yeah.
I did experience a lot of people, you know, that I was very close with, that I gave opportunities, you know, bite the hand, you know, and I think that was a lot of my heartache that I went through. And it's tough because, again, we're very close in age. So it's not like I was elders, you know, elder to them. But I just learned a lot, and I learned how to navigate the industry, and they still had hard times figuring it out, or had their own life struggles and how to balance industry stuff, where like, listen, you can't be smoking weed on set and coming smelling like weed, and then I gotta cuss you out, and then you think I'm
now I'm rude because I'm cussing you out. You know what I mean? No, but like, that's real though.
And it's stuff, and it was just things like that. Or, you know, you have a poor attitude, or you can't get along with dancers, but you're a phenomenal dancer, and I'm like, I can't have you fucking up the feng shui or representing me and my name.
No matter how long I know you. Exactly. No matter how long I've known you.
I went through a lot of that.
Yeah.
You know, which was tough.
How do you feel, and bringing that up, how do you feel about the whole mentor-mentee thing? Because I have my own views on it. My thing is this. Everybody's experience, like we were talking about, is so different. And like, of course I can give you advice that's like what not to do. Like, I did this, maybe don't try this because it didn't work out. But like, everybody's going to have their own experiences. And I think the whole mentor-mentee thing is a little dangerous, because it's tough to tell somebody how to move in their career when they have a whole different life than you. They have a whole different experience than you. They're going to have an experience. Even the way I walk in a room, the way this person walks in a room, it's going to be two different reactions. Like, it's just tough, and it gets a little sticky to me.
I stopped.
I just don't do it. I had
to stop because it was getting sticky.
Yeah.
And everyone's calling in life is different. And as much as I can hold your hand and walk you through, sometimes that's even worse, because you're walking in the shadow of me instead of walking in your own light. So, 1, 2, I've realized that because I was so tunnel vision, I missed a lot of things that if I'm saying you're my child and I'm helping you, you kind of have to see that through a lot of times, because they're putting so much of their love, respect, attention, energy, talents into you and me and my brand, that I did miss a lot of things, because for me, I'm not the most emotional person. Like, I'm very business. I'm like, let's get it. Like, why are you thinking I'm very logical.
Yeah.
I don't really operate from emotion. I operate from logic. And, you know, I messed up a lot of things, and I've had to apologize. And I've seen how, even though I was trying to do my best or lead you the best way possible or give you the best advice, I kind of learned from my dad.
Right. I hate when that happens.
And strict and like, you emotional, but let's get to the point.
Let's get to the point.
So I've learned, and now you can be my kid, but I have to, there has to be a distance.
There has to be a boundary.
And also in this climate of, you already know, I never, ever wanted those lines to be blurred. And it happens. Yeah. Even if, and not with me, but
no. You've seen it. We've all seen it. That's the crazy part.
And I just was like, I got to be careful.
Literally.
Because, Yeah.
I feel that. That's a really great answer.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk about the Cardi B Up situation, because we have to talk about that, because it played the other night at the club, and I was just watching it like, this man really got these girls standing on each other, doing choreography, doing arms, and then you look around the club and everybody like. So how does that, just to ask you this, how does that feel knowing that there are certain songs that you like? They're yours. Like, you have the choreography. They're yours. Like, ain't nobody. Don't even try. Don't try to change it. Like, because it can't be changed. Like, that's a dope ass feeling. I'm sure it has to be.
I can't lie. It is. It really is.
Yeah. Because around the world. Sorry. Yeah. To add that.
When you grow up and you watch, like, you know, you have your iconic Rhythm Nation, or you have your iconic Thriller, or you have your iconic Promise Sierra, and everyone knows the dance. It is a beautiful feeling, and that is what you work towards. And also, I've admired the choreographers that back then didn't get light or spotlight, and knowing them because of their steps is just so important to, you know, just the longevity of people's careers. So it is a beautiful thing. When it happens in person, I am so embarrassed.
Are you really?
You get? Yeah, I hate the attention. I'll be, as soon as I hear something, I'll be like, to the bar, or
phone.
But it's great. Up was fun.
It looked so fun.
Up was fun. It happened during COVID, so actually, no, it wasn't fun.
Right, testing and all the things and the.
But I remember, and this from the beginning, I remember that I got the song, and I was sitting with my cousin Allison and my dad. I don't know why I was at the house, and the first thing I did was like. And anytime I do anything for the first time to a song, I keep it.
You keep it.
I keep it. It's that
first instinct. Yeah.
And I remember listening to the song with my cousin and my dad, and I was like, "Don't tell nobody you heard this."
Right.
And they was like, "Oh, we're not gonna tell anybody. We're not gonna tell anybody." And it was the first thing. But I adore Cardi. Yeah. I love Cardi because she is someone who cares about the art of. I went to rehearse for 2-3 weeks.
I love that.
Spend my money on a great production. I want my visuals to be pristine. I want my dancers to be taken care of. I want my dancers to be styled just as good as I am. There's not a lot of artists that put that much time and care. She's an artist that understands, if you're on stage with me, if you're in a video with me, why would I not treat you like me? If they look cheap, I look cheap.
Hello?
Yeah. Hello? So I've always commended her for that. The rehearsal process for Up was just hysterical. She is a hoot to be around. Her learning choreography, I have footage on my phone that I sometimes, if I'm just down, I will watch and just be dying because she be in there screaming, it's just, but it's great. And I just really respect her as an artist, as a creative. And she fucks with me.
I love that. That's such an amazing feeling to have an artist, because we've all been there when you walk into a room and you could just tell the energy between you and that artist just ain't it.
Yeah.
And I love that. And you could see it on screen that it was a great process and it was a well put together process. And we all have seen things that don't look put together. And like, I don't know. I just feel like if you're going to put something out, especially to a song like that, do it. Spend the time, spend the money.
But shout out again, that was one of those divine moments where choreographer, stylist, and director were all together. So me, Colin, and Tanu have done quite a few videos together, and they're probably my favorite. Up being one, Wild Side being another one. Bongos was another one. Me, Tanu, and Colin. That's a
dream
nasty
team.
tree.
Now I want to talk about Victoria, you and Victoria's relationship, because another dream team. Because let's be fucking for real. Another, like, we were just doing Off of Me when we were on the Gap set. Everybody was Byron was teaching everybody, and then Tasir walked in and was like, "That's wrong," and we said, "Okay, T, fine, you ate it.
Do it right now.
Do it right, because you know Sean don't like when you don't do it.
I don't like when they change it and it goes viral. Now that's what I'd be pissed about. You can do your own thing, but once they pick up the wrong version, I'd be like,
now I have to step in.
All right, y'all.
No, literally, you be like Wizard of Oz. Like, as soon as we see that video, like, all right, y'all, we know we fucked up.
Don't.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. So when did you meet Victoria? Because she's a dancer first, right?
Yeah. So, you know, she was a Monsters kid.
I've heard this, but I did not know that. That's actually insane.
So back in Monsters days, and again, just always knew of her because she was in the group Purple Rain. I don't know if people know that. She was in the group Purple Rain that Jaquel used to choreograph. And so I just was a fan of then her as an artist.
Okay.
And then just kept seeing her, and like I just loved her music. Like back when she first started. Loved her music. And then it just came time when she was like, hey, you know what's crazy? I think she had On My Mama before we did. So the first video we ever did was Party Girls.
Oh, okay.
And I think she, in her head, was like, I have this song On My Mama that I want you to do, but I don't think I'm going to put it out yet.
Oh my
if I put it out.
What?
But I think let's start with Party Girls. And so Party Girls was the beginning. But again, I seem to gravitate towards artists that give a fuck about choreography, choreographers, and dancers. I don't really like working on jobs. In fact, I turned them down. Mm-hmm. I turned down a lot of people who are like, why don't you work with this artist and that artist? I don't. I'm in a season of my career where I want to do the things that I want to do and not what I feel like I have to do and tolerate.
Yeah.
Victoria comes into rehearsals with goodie bags for the dancers.
Oh my God. She's
so hands-on. She's another artist that we talk hours on the phone just about direction and making sure the vision is clear. I adore her because outside of the choreography stuff, we really talk about life shit. Mm-hmm. She's been a huge help in just my personal life. And I just have a lot of respect for her. And vice versa. We really talk about stuff outside of work.
So there's a lot of aspiring choreographers that would watch this. How, I guess, what's the process you would say of like creating a natural relationship with an artist that you work with versus like this weird like choreographer to artist like fake relationship that I think gets people in trouble? I feel like you've been very lucky to have like natural relationships with the people that you've worked with. I know this sounds very like grabbing out of air, but I really pray for stuff like that. Yeah. Like I intend it. I'm like, I don't want to work with artists that I don't get along with because the creation is not going to flow. But also I have learned that I don't come into a job, especially working with new artists. And that's what I like to do. I like to do different jobs. Yeah. Different types of jobs. And different types of artists. I don't go in saying, I want you to do this. I go in and I watch and I make them better. I make them bigger than life. So I usually, and they hate this, it's the most awkward thing, but I'd be like, can I just see you just like move around to how you move?
And I'd be like, and it's the most awkward thing, but I also think that immediately you have to let your guard down. Yeah. And then I'm delicate with artists. Yeah. You can't treat a Cardi B the same way you would treat a Tate McCrae because their levels are completely different. Yeah. But they also, that doesn't take away from their vision. Like Cardi might not be the quickest at picking up, but she has a vision. She's like, I want it to look like that. I want it to feel like that. I can't go in and be like, well, that's not how, girl, this is what we're going to do. Yeah. You know, so again with Victoria, we just kind of mesh, and she also choreographs, and she's interesting. Well, I would say because she, I'll do a move and she'll sit and she'll be like, can you do it on the left? And I'll be like, oh girl. But she knows dance well enough to know what works better on her body.
Of course. That's amazing. That's also amazing to work with somebody who understands her body.
Yeah.
That, oh my God, it helps so much. I do love that.
And like every song that we've done has been completely different. Party Girls was completely different from All My Mama was completely different from what I'm missing. All Right. And then, you know, Off of Me, but we get a vision and then we kind of get in there. Now, a lot of times I will choreograph and they'll be like, great. Victoria and I'd say Missy are the two artists that I'd be like, that 1-8 count.
God. Missy is definitely like that. I've had a couple situations that we literally have done everything, and then it's like
Missy would be like, actually, can you start over from scratch tomorrow? No, that's different.
Tomorrow, what?
But, but I always have appreciated Victoria for being like, I don't think that section. I think we can make it better.
But that's an amazing. I'll take that note any day. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Yeah. I love that. Yeah. Is there any artist that you've worked with that you have not meshed with? Oh, that smile says there is somebody that came to mind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You don't even got to say the name. You can just tell the story of what.
Well, yeah. I mean, I said it in an interview before. I don't because they know that they was tripping.
Yeah.
But yeah, it got to a point where they called their managers in to fight me.
Oh,
like physically.
Like hello?
Like called the goons in to like take care of me.
Like hello?
Yeah. But they wasn't gonna do nothing because I walked in there like, hey, hello.
That's crazy.
What are we doing today? Are we continuing rehearsal or am I walking? Because either you're gonna do this performance or you're not.
That's crazy.
I don't play like that. No, we're not doing that.
I had a situation like that. That's so funny.
But we're good, and I think just their upbringing, that's another thing. Like artists who have never done anything in the arts and entertainment know the respect, know the boundaries, know the ins and outs, the do's and don'ts. And so I gave them grace because I also know that this was like the first big thing, and you know we've made up and everything is fine now. But you gotta have patience sometimes. You either have to have patience or you be like, fuck it, I'm out. I'm not doing this.
Did Kanisha ever tell you about when we did Jimmy Kimmel and it was all the Atlanta people?
No.
Oh,
okay. Is that a sidebar?
I mean, it could be a bar. It's the same thing though. It's like a same artist, and it was Scooter, Kanisha, Bernard, everybody. We rehearsed in Atlanta, did all the things. We get to New York. Old boy was like, nah, this shit whack. It was fine for the past week and a half, and then like you on your thing, like it's just but again, as a choreographer you have to have patience or you just say no.
Yeah,
which I think is one of those situations too. Like people get all caught up in their emotions and all that stuff. I try to be like you too. I try to be logical.
I've learned though. Yes, it's taken me years to get here though.
Yeah. But it is frustrating because it's your work. It's dancers involved. Like, you know what I mean? There's so many things involved that kind of all fall on your shoulders that you kind of have to think like, all right, what am I about to do right now? That's the smartest decision for me, but also for everybody else involved.
Oh yeah. That I'm still dealing with that.
Okay.
I would even say, because people put two and two together, so I'm gonna just.
I know. I feel you. Okay, so let's talk about Tate McCrae.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, talk about diversity of the fucking arsenal, child. Now you got a pop star. Yeah. Like, come on, that's so exciting.
I love Tate. Again, she can do anything, which is actually harder,
right,
and scarier and intimidating, because what I realized that I wanted to do with Tate, so I came in with Tate on Greedy, which was like the first, you know, she got the VMA nom for best choreography. Like, I think it was the first time that people saw her look like a pop star, like a star.
Right.
And I shortly realized that when an artist can do anything and everything, you almost have to bring it back because it's not so relatable.
Got it.
If people are like, the general public doesn't understand that.
Yes. Real.
And so I knew that she was flexible. I knew she could do all these incredible things. But I was like, let's see you go.
Yeah.
That's why. Like, let me give you pop, jazz, funk instead of giving
a recital performance.
Yeah, and not in a and she would even say that. She's like, Sean, I like when we don't have to go contemporary down. And so it was fun to change her into what her now stage personality is. She used to be like, I never really danced on stage before, because she was like, I didn't want to just be looked at as a dancer. And I was like, got you.
So she never even did like professional dance jobs as a dancer.
Well, that part I don't know. I think what I'm saying is when she started touring and stuff early on, she would have dancers, but she rarely danced. And so I think I found a way to make her look like an artist, because the thing about people don't, it sucks, because if you're a fan of Tate McCrae, you know how much that girl sings down on her tour. She sings down. She sings live. But
Mike's on.
What happens is the clips that go viral are the dance breaks. And so the general public who isn't tuned into Tate McCrae are just like, all she does is dance. No, baby, she sings 80% of that show, and then 20% is the dance breaks, like, where she gets off.
That's real. That's real. That's real.
And I've also had to, you have to approach singing artists differently than the ones that, boom, bam, we right here with it. That mic is on, and how do you choreograph for an artist that can do everything dance-wise but also sings? So it's been fun. I've loved living my pop girl dreams with her.
I love that.
Yeah.
And like movement wise, like choreography wise, did you feel like you had to like overthink it because it's not your usual style, or was it just like it came natural?
No, because I'm low-key, I'm Britney Spears.
You're a white woman.
Girl, I lived like,
Same.
I'm really quite literally very comfortable doing
this hip-hop shit is cute, but babe, I'm a white woman too.
Well, you know what? I love that I've always called myself a switch batter.
Yeah,
meaning
I love that.
I've always been able to dance like a nigga, and I can always dance like a bitch, and I can dance like a white girl, and I can dance like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have a lot of isms in me that I just grew up emulating, and so the Tate stuff is easy.
I love that.
Like, I could feel like a bad bitch.
Yeah. That's the reference.
Yeah.
You were talking to me, and we just came back from the south of France. Sean and I just came back from the south of France. You were saying you wanted to be on camera more, like on camera. What does that mean?
So,
okay, for all those listening,
I think I'm at a season in my life where for the past 20 years, I have given all of my time, attention, creativity, love, dedication to the furtherment of a lot of artists, and dancers as well. And I'll toot my own horn when I say that 8 times out of 10 when I'm on a song or a project, it blows and their career, goes higher. You making your millions of dollars, and I'm over here stressed and overworked and giving and depleting myself. And so I've just hit a wall where I've done all of the things on my bucket list. I unfortunately, nothing was really exciting me anymore. And I just was like, ooh, I don't love this anymore. This is work. This is a job. And make my money, sure, but like, I used to love to just fucking dance, and I don't even do that anymore.
Right.
And so the first part of it was, I just need to kind of step back, and what does that mean with Sean Bankhead stepping back? Like, people don't know, but I've turned down quite a lot of things. Like right now, I'm really only kind of doing Tate because she was on tour, and so I just wanted to finish the tour. I took on like MGK just because I was like, why not? But I'm not really choreographing right now. I'm just trying to figure out what it is that Sean Bankhead can be when I put all that time, energy, dedication, love, creativity into the other people, into myself. I loved when I got to host the Becoming a Pop Star show on MTV. And I just think that I have enough experience, and I think I've built a name for myself to be able to do stuff more in front of the camera and make quadruple the money.
Hello? Yeah.
So I just want to put myself out there because people are getting brand endorsements and all these things, and people have told me, you need to be getting these endorsements, you need to be doing these campaigns and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, the problem is people only see me as a choreographer. So I'm not going to get asked to do those things unless I start to remove myself and position myself in a place where I'll get asked for it, and then you have to rebrand yourself.
Yes.
And with rebranding, again, you know, you may notice, you may not, but my page on Instagram is just me now.
Yeah.
I've moved all the dance and choreography stuff to the reels because when brands or ad agencies or modeling anything, they were coming to my page and they were saying Lisa, and they were saying Tate, and they were saying this, that, and the third. They weren't seeing me. So I'm taking a year to kind of just like, let's see what Sean can do and what Sean wants to do next. Love choreography, can still come back, but I'm on a bit of a hiatus. I'm on Law Roach right now.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, and here's the thing too, like for dancers and choreographers now, branding is now another part of your career now. It didn't used to be. It did actually matter what your social media, whatever it looked like.
Yeah.
But for you, like, there's no reason you shouldn't be on these campaigns. There's no reason these brands shouldn't be reaching out to you. There's no reason, because even myself doing it, it's, I hate to say it like this, but it's so easy. Like, compared to what we do, it's like so
either
easy.
Slave away for 8 hours, sweat, deal with labels and attitudes and artists and this, that, and third, or like record a video for like maybe 30 minutes of your time, post it, and get the double
and pay your mortgage for 6 months. Like, I'm just saying, like,
it's a bit crazy. But again, I've always known about social media and branding myself. I've always been on that. Like, I used to have billboards in the city of Atlanta when I had my clothing line, and I just recognized how, like, people were like, bro, I saw it just makes you look bigger than life.
Yes.
Presentation is everything.
Literally. I love that. You have seen the change in the scene in Atlanta from like when you started to now. What would you say the differences is in the scene? I'll say entertainment and dance. Like,
well, unfortunately, in the dance scene, we lost our home studios, and COVID really fucked us up. I think when Dance 411 shut down, and it never came back, I think 411 was the real, and I might be biased, might not be, but I think 411 was the real heart and color of the dance industry in Atlanta. There were other studios, but I think when you came to Dance 411, the energy was palpable. It was infectious.
Yeah.
It was exciting.
Yeah.
And it just never came back. And I think also I stopped teaching.
Right.
And a lot of the other teachers came to LA, and so we just don't have the same, teaching.
Yeah.
The level of teaching that is important. Again, you can be a dancer and teach dance classes, but do you have instructors?
Right.
So I think, and I say that to say, I am teaching more. I'm not going to throw it out there, but I do think 411 might be, I'm just going to say that. Things are in the works, but I also think because of COVID again, and now this regime that we're under and the tariffs, a lot of jobs that used to work there are going overseas now. So you still have your Tyler Perry studios, but Tyler Perry doesn't really involve much dance choreography. Right. But back then we were doing Marvel movies.
Like everybody, people were moving to Atlanta to work. Yeah. It was Star like LA.
There for 3 seasons. It was a lot of work. I think COVID really messed up the city. Yeah.
That's so whack.
Yeah. But I'm praying for a resurgence for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
And Atlanta's so fun. Like, I love Atlanta.
Yeah, I love Atlanta.
All right. So what's it like dating as Sean Bankhead?
Oh, shit, man.
Like, as Sean Bankhead. You see how I did that? You see how I did that? No, yeah, like, because here's the thing. Like, you could date, but, like, dating as Sean Bankhead is definitely very different.
It is. Right now in my life, probably the happiest I am and at the most peace.
I love that.
Single. But I like to be honest. I was not a healed, sober individual in my last 3 relationships. And so I did 3 back to back to back.
Oof.
Would not recommend.
Like, how long are we talking in between? Hey, efficient. You know what I mean? Let's get to it.
I was not a healed Aquarius. You got to learn something about a healed Aquarius. Unhealed Aquarius is a bit scary. And I'm today 6 weeks sober. And so I don't really talk about this stuff, but, I was a mess.
Yeah.
You might not notice it because I kept everything in, which is also not good.
Which is also kind of,
But I was like a very high functioning, drinking and just unhealed creative, doing all of these big things and big jobs. And I think that my industry really also didn't help me be a great partner, boyfriend.
Yeah.
One relationship in particular, I really just feel bad that how it turned out. Dating for me right now, it's like non-existent. And I just think that, but it's okay. I think I'm sitting with the, it's okay. It's okay. I was waiting for you to say it. Because I think my name and reputation does precede me.
Yeah.
It's frustrating, especially living in Atlanta.
Right.
And I think my biggest thing is I would like to not have a long distance relationship.
Yeah.
I'm always in a long distance relationship.
The cute ones are never where you live, though. It's always like that.
Why?
It's always like that.
We was in the south of France, y'all.
Whoa!
Them niggas was
if you're
fine.
listening here from the south of France, just DM me. I don't care who you are, because everybody was fine.
What was happening? We went to some party. It was like they were like it was the everyday people.
I don't know. It's Saturday night. It's at that place. I don't know what it's called, but baby,
it was cute.
I text Sean, I said, get here now.
So I don't know, but I also feel like this day and age of black, gay, our age range, Hollywood, it's
a mess.
It's a mess. And so
it's a mess.
I'm not even really focused on dating. I'm actually dating myself, and I know that sounds so cliche.
No, but it's real though.
I'm just really sitting with myself, and it's been so therapeutic, so healing. Shout out to my therapist; she's incredible. But God was like, you can't date right now. You need to get yourself together, because the level that you have to heal is then where you're going to meet your next.
Yeah. And like you said,
partner.
Exactly. Because that's what I was about to say. You wanting to do what you're doing with the rebrand, with just like being comfortable with yourself, being sober, you can't be involving anybody else in that.
No.
It's true. You just can't. Like, that's a you thing that you have to go through with obviously help and therapy and family and all that. But like, it's in there.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. I'm taking the time.
And people don't. But we also know people who don't do that. People will drag someone along with me on this journey and heal with me. No. It's you.
And that was me. You know what I used to say? I was like, I feel like I need a knight in shining armor to come save me.
Yes.
And that was the absolute wrong mentality to have. You have to save yourself.
Yes.
You cannot. No one can save you but yourself.
True.
And that also meant I was putting too much emphasis and too much like pressure on these people to fix a fucking broken. I was at the top of my game, access to anything and everybody, and just miserable and taking people down with me. And
that's real.
I was like, skirt. Hold on, pause.
And shout out to you for being aware enough to change that, because some people aren't, and some people just go down the path and roll and go all the way down.
And take everybody down.
And take everybody with them. T. All right, explain your type. I need like from top to bottom. Like head to toe.
I don't have a big type. I do looks wise. I like them chocolate. I do like a little dark.
Heard it. Chocolate.
I like dark chocolate. But I'm not opposed. I don't really have a type. I prefer. Well, no, I wouldn't even say prefer. I just think my last four.
That's what it is.
But I just think I'm trying to let go of past.
Of course,
they gotta fit this mold.
Of course.
You just gotta have confidence, and I think you have to have confidence with me. Yeah, because I do. If I'm gonna walk through, I'm gonna walk through. Ooh. And I also think, again, because people may know who I am. If you're not secure with yourself, that can be a lot.
It's gonna make you very, very insecure.
Yeah, it could be a lot for them. Yeah. Have your own passions and your own ambitions and your own dreams, because I got my own shit going on. Yeah. And I don't need you to be all up in my thing.
Right.
I am like a not a loner, but I like to do my thing and then come back home.
Right.
And cuddle up.
And not talk about what I did at work.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Unless I need to vent, let's just, I want to talk about what you got going on.
Yes.
You know what it is? I want to learn something from you.
Teach me about a computer.
Because I'm a teacher.
Teach me about marketing.
Yes.
Teach me about something. Like literally inspire me in another way.
Inspire me.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello. I asked Jay Stay Ready this.
Love Jay.
Have you ever had somebody that you dated want to meet an artist that you were working with? Jay was telling me about a time that somebody wanted Doja to say happy birthday to them.
Luckily, no.
No.
I'm not. And that's another thing. You gotta be careful with the opportunist.
Yeah.
Luckily, no. I pick them good.
That's good. Good picker.
Luckily, no. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you date a white man?
I could.
Really? You said it on camera. Now it's law.
I think I'm just in a place again where I'm like, maybe I just need to
something
be
different.
Open.
Yeah. Are we talking about Abercrombie and Fitch white man? We talking about like Channing Tatum white man?
Channing. There gotta be a little seasoning.
A little Lowry's.
A little Lowry's. It gotta have a little something. Because I think the cultural difference
would shock.
Yeah, I don't want to start over and like, this is why I have to wear my do-rag at night. And this, just things like that.
Get out.
Yeah. The time.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Oh, we good? Okay, good.
What is somebody... Oh, yeah, this is what I was going to ask you. Would you rather date somebody who knows you or who doesn't know you? See? It's tricky, kind of.
It is tricky. I would prefer them to not know me, but again...
At all?
Yeah, but see, now I'm literally kind of...
it's like half and half.
Because I'm talking to someone right now who had no clue who I was. I think I was like, ooh.
I love it.
I like that.
I love it.
But they're like slowly but surely realizing, ooh, he's not a lot, but it's just like schedules and the people I'm working with and
But you would, okay, so you're talking to somebody right now who had no idea who you were and now they're figuring out.
Yeah, and I don't want to say I'm seeing them get a little like, ooh. Yeah. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can handle. Your life. Yeah. So I don't know.
It's tough though because so like same. I have the same answer as you. I would rather them not know, but then sometimes they'll like say certain things that like they would say to somebody that they were just dating that's like random, and I kind of like, but then I have to remember you don't. Yeah. So it's interesting,
and it's also like a lot of teaching.
Yes.
And
yes.
I think I'm getting a little old. I'm getting more mature.
Hey, okay.
That it's tough. I'm just trying. I don't have the answer to that. I don't know. Yeah.
Nasty DMs versus wholesome DMs. What are your DMs like? Because here's the thing. I feel like you're very like clean cut, put together. Like you don't really be trapping on the gram. Like I be trapping. Like I already know that. But so I'm like wondering, do you get the nasty DMs or you get the wholesome DMs? Or a mix of both? A mix of both. I can see that.
Yeah, I get both. I keep it. I try to keep it professional on the social.
You do.
A lady in the streets, but a freak in the sheets.
T.
Sure, yeah.
T. I like it.
I get them both.
You get them both. What is something that you would tell a dancer that wants to work with you? Because everybody wants to work with Sean Bankhead, but I know you're one of those people that at least from the outside in looks like you have to really vet the people that you hire and make sure that you can trust them, which is, these are big projects. So what would somebody need to do? Because it's not like you're teaching a lot. Yeah. How could they, let's say, get noticed by Sean Bankhead?
Number one, dance down.
Dance down.
You need to dance down. Man. You need to be special.
Period.
I like special.
Period.
I think, and now again, there's an influx of people. I want to be a dancer, but there's people that I want to be a dancer and then I'm a dancer.
Yeah.
I like that I'm a dancer. I'm here, whether if I'm getting paid or not, I'm going to dance my life away.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing for me is character. And I think people forget about character. Can I trust you to go on a job and represent me, my name, my brand, and not get fired or not be getting cussed out or not be causing drama? And I think that's a big part of a Sean Bankhead ensemble. I like no drama, no stress. If we can kiki in rehearsal and I can keep it light and heart and good hearted, knowing because y'all dance down.
Right.
I've never been a choreographer that feels like I need to be rude and disrespectful and crack the whip. That wasn't me. Unfortunately, I grew up under that and it scarred me. And I was like, I want to see if I can change this, because if I can still produce good work and we can still be respectful and have fun, why the fuck not? Like, there's no like, let's cut the bullshit and cut all the fucking weird attitudes and energies. Check that shit at the door, because we are both artists, we are both creatives, and I have to respect you. And when I think you can be slaved away to do stuff, or you can just be like, I want to show up for this person because they respect me.
Yeah. And we talked about you on the show multiple times with like Deanna and like you have done such obviously iconic, incredible things, and like you just said, you didn't feel the need to cuss anybody out to do it. You didn't have to fire anybody or like make everybody feel like y'all all getting fired tomorrow to do it. So which means that when we get in these situations, and I'll talk to myself personally, when I've been in situations where, girl, we just doing the VMAs, like, why are you in here cussing us out, acting like we in here like changing lives, like, and your step's not even good, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just like, we don't have to do that, and I really want to end that culture.
I don't knock it, because I feel like it has been ingrained. It is. Us. It's the ballet teacher whacking us on the legs with the ruler. It is ingrained for us. It's been passed down. And again, all of my mentors were like that, either cold or rude or downright cussing me out and throwing shit at me. And so I don't blame it. And I would challenge other choreographers. Let's stop the bullshit. Go to therapy, first of all. Heal yourself. We all gotta heal ourselves. But we don't have to be disrespectful. We're in the same industry. We're eating the same food. You know, it's about dance and the arts and creative, and we have to feel good to thrive.
Yes. And let's also call a spade too. These people that you're dealing with are getting a much lower rate than you. They're dealing with much harder situations.
We already know circumstances. The most disrespected.
Some of them are calling out of work to be here just because they want to be on this job. Like, why would you make them feel
sacrificing? And that might be, again, I've always been empathetic in like dancers' journeys, you know, like why and I was very close, again, like my family, my friends are all dancers, like I understand, because again, I feel like it's ingrained, but I also didn't understand because, like, what's wrong with you? Like, relax. Check yourself. And unfortunately, you know, the karmas of life don't allow that cycle to continue very much longer.
Of course.
Or you're just going to get a bad name for yourself. Some people care, some people don't.
Exactly. Again. Boom. And now we got a segment called Finish the Lyric, where I ask Sean a lyric and he has to finish it. I can't sing it though, because then you'll know. But I feel like you're going to get this.
Okay.
I ain't even going to front. I ain't even going to lie.
Once you walked up in the club, I've been giving you that eye. Period. We can dance if you want. Hey, get a crack at it. I love Brandy. Another, my Aquarius sister. You know what's a funny story? I worked with her on Star, and she left me a
voice note?
A voicemail.
Oh my God.
And I have kept it, and I've cherished it.
I put it as a key.
Yeah, love Brandy.
I love that. Now we got something called Spill the Tea, where I ask Sean some tea, and he tells me, is it tea or not tea?
Okay.
So I want to talk about
good tea.
Yeah, well, you just tell me basically like what the tea is with the situation.
Okay.
I want to talk about the whole Twitter and Sean Bankhead just saga. Like, I feel like, Fran, anytime you even just say good morning, people just want to like take you down. What could you tell me, like, how that started, or what was the catalyst of it, or just like, you know?
I can, and I've actually never talked about this, so Twitter is interesting, and I'll start by saying that, you know, unfortunately, Twitter and social media, I call it the shade room mentality, where people are now just ingrained to spew hate, spew negativity, bully.
And market it as a critique, or market it as I'm just saying.
You're rude.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's because you're dealing with stuff personal. So I'll put that out there. At a time, I think it started when I was working with Fifth Harmony. And you know, Twitter culture, stan culture is toxic. You can't say anything else. There's not many fan bases that are known for being absolutely positive.
Right.
And so I think there was a lot, this is going to get a little long, but back when I was working with Fifth Harmony, I think people knew that the group dynamic was under a lot of stress and pressure, and their label and their management just didn't really give a fuck. And there were times where we were rehearsing, performances were great, you know, he liked that video and Down and Work From Home, like all of the music videos and all of the award show performances were amazing.
Yeah.
But then it got to a point where they would have to do performances or go on the road or go on tour. The label wouldn't pay for rehearsal. They wouldn't bring me in. And so their performances started to slack and they started to look crazy. And I got blamed for that, which, you know, I understand, but I never really got to say, guys, like, you can't say that they're on the VMAs looking great and then 5 weeks later they look a mess and then be like, something's not adding up. You know, and so immediately I started to kind of become the hate face or the thing that they threw tomatoes at when anything bad about Fifth Harmony would start to happen. I think then there was a moment when, you know, Camila left the group. And I still worked with Fifth Harmony as a foursome. And so me showing, you know, love to the four of them made it seem like I was disrespecting or throwing shade towards Camila. And it's just how do you guys even, how does 2 and 2 make 4? And so me posting, you know, their rebranded picture of the four of them, I got so much hate. And then again, I started saying, now Camila fans hate me.
Wow.
So then we jumped to, you know, Fifth Harmony kind of demantles. And of course, I started working with Normani.
Right.
When I first started working with Normani, I think just the negative energy of all the stuff that happened with Fifth Harmony and how they kind of put the blame on me, they already were just like, we don't want Sean over here with Normani. We don't want this. We want Normani to do her own thing. And it really sucked because me and Normani were like this, and I really was with her through the worst of times when she was getting cyber bullied on social media and, you know, just all the racist things that she had to go through. So me and her were like this, and then we did incredible things together, right? And it was always like me having to climb out of like the hole of hatred. And so some of the fans were like, nah, you know, Sean's great. Like, let's leave him alone. And then other was just like, tomato, tomato, tomato. We don't care. Boo, boo, boo. Wow. And it stuck with me. And it sucked because like social media, you'll pick up off of other fan bases' hate and disdain towards whoever. I'm, again, a sweet person. Me and Normani like this. We have no problems. I've helped her through so many different life experiences and, you know, whether if it was the VMA stage, you know, all the things that happened, like there was never anything bad happening. But I got blamed for a lot of it. So if her microphone wasn't working, this is Sean's fault. And so it just became the joke. But then other fan bases with other artists that I'm working with, they'll see Sean Bankhead sucks, Sean Bankhead recycles choreography, Sean Bankhead does this and the third, and they're like, why do we hate Sean? And it's as simple as that, and I've seen it happen. Why do we hate Sean? And so it just kind of trickles, and you know, people love to hate, people love to throw stones. And then when you see people keep exceeding and succeeding and rising and getting more famous or getting more artists, you know, they, whatever their internal hatred is for you, they just kept it going. So it's just weird because I have so much love from so many people in the real world that it doesn't really matter anymore. It used to bother me.
I was going to ask you, but because how could it not though? I mean,
I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. And also, shout out Erykah Badu, but I worked so hard. And then I was so close with, you know, Cardi's and Lotto's, and you know, then I had Nicki Minaj fans hating me because Nicki's beefing with Normani, Lotto, Cardi, a lot of artists that I worked with, and so I just get put in the middle of these stan culture wars, and I feel bad now that, you know, they're projecting and they're just blocking so many blessings in their life, being nasty on Twitter, but
Wow.
Yeah, that's how it kind of got to where it is. And then I got into the K-pop world, and
we know how
they
that
do
goes.
not play. But again, I saw interactions where new fans would be like, wait, why do we
What's
hate
wrong with
Bankhead?
Sean? Yeah.
And they're like, this is why. And then they go with it.
Wow.
Yeah, so I hate Twitter, but I'll be on there.
But it's gonna stay on there too. So shut up,
Yeah.
stupid people. That's so crazy. All right, now we got a segment called Ask Dexter, where Sean is gonna ask me 2 questions, and I have to answer honestly.
Okay.
And I'm a little nervous, but it should be fun.
Well,
yes.
I mean, I think I've watched from afar, and I'm seeing you transition your platform as well, because this is something that I aspire to do, which is, again, get in front of the camera and have conversations with people that I admire, that I love, that I respect.
Yeah.
Was this your plan? Is there a bigger plan? Like, what do you see Dexter Carr doing next outside of dance and choreography? Because you've made your name in that, but are you feeling like me? Like, what's next? What do we do now?
It's so funny because I'm like you. Like, I don't have a master plan. Like, everything that has happened thus far has been just off of like divine, whatever you want to call it, God, whatever. Like, it's like literally, it just happened the way it's supposed to happen. Yeah. And I think too, I'm one of those people that, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Like, if I'm gonna start a podcast, like, I'm gonna ask Sean Bankhead to be on the podcast. Like, I'm not gonna like fuck around. You know what I mean? Like, I just think there's so many opportunities in this world that we have, and we literally, I hate to say it, but you only get one life. And like, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna go for it. Yeah. So for me, doing the reality show, the Playground reality show, kind of put me in a different headspace of like, why am I watching these people on TV and not myself? Right. And like, why am I like not, I'm hosting a red carpet or doing a podcast or like doing brand partnerships with people where I can be on camera but also choreograph it too. Like, why am I waiting to get a call from somebody else?
Why am I waiting?
Literally. So I just got to the point where I was like, just do it. Like, literally, what are you waiting on?
That's how things get done. You have to do it.
Yeah.
You can't wait around.
Yeah.
It's either never going to happen or the moment's going to pass.
The moment's going to pass. And then like, I was tired of writing these manifestation journals and blah, 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 blah. You just get in the car and go do it. Like,
the thing about, and this is, you just said step 2 of what people fail to realize in getting closer to your dreams. You can write shit down all you want, but you have to put action behind it. Even if it's one tiny step
literally
the other, if you don't put action behind it, you can write and write all day.
Literally.
You can pray and pray all day. But God is like, okay, but get up.
Yeah.
Get up.
Because even to the small, like if a dancer is looking to try to get on a tour, try to get on this job or this job, I want to be on this person's tour. I want to do this. I want to work with this choreographer, but like, have you made a step to go do that?
Have you DM'd them?
Have you DM'd them?
Have you commented them?
Anything.
Have you gone to their class?
Anything. So that's been my thing of just like, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm tired of waiting. And even being on that Gap commercial, like watching certain things move around the way they were moving, I'm like, I mean, like, you just got to put yourself out there and do it. You know what I mean? That's really, So that's it.
Yeah. Good answer. My next question. We were recently in France.
Yes.
And we were in this section.
Yes. Oh. I feel like I know where this is going.
And I feel a man pushed me out the way to come get your number and talk to you. Now, is this does this happen a lot? Do you feel like people know you from social media? Is that intimidating? Because that motherfucker twice pushed his way through our section to come talk to you.
Got cussed out.
And I thought he was trying to come talk to me.
Okay.
I thought I was somebody's shit.
Oh, okay, bet. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool.
How does that feel? How do you deal with that? Is it a lot or is it, because I know how it feels, and it's an interesting life.
It is such an interesting
life.
It is a very, I was talking about this with my friend the other day, and it's such an interesting thing because, and I know you know how this feels, so you'll get the people who are obviously very aggressive, right? Like, you'll get the people who are like, I'm getting in there to talk to you. I know you, I follow you, love your shit, cool. You also get
stares down.
To walk in a room and like be stared at is a very strange feeling.
It is.
That like I didn't start getting until maybe 2-3 years ago for real. Mm-hmm. And then now, like, cause like you go into a dance studio, you know how that feels, blah, blah, blah. That's another thing. But just normal people now that TikTok and Instagram and all this shit is everywhere, TV show, whatever. So now it definitely, I don't know. Like, I feel like I handle it well in a sense of like, I'm just like, I be in my own world, child. I don't even be looking at people like, I saw, with that man, I didn't even see him until I looked up because I was not paying attention. So for me, it's all about too, like, everyone's a human being. Everyone has shit going on in their life. Everyone is either having a good day or a bad day or just an okay day, whatever. I'm always going to treat people with respect. I'm always going to say hello. I'll always take a picture. I'll always like listen to your story about like your cat that is not doing well. Like I will. I'm just that kind of person. And I also feel like too, it's really dope that people can look at a video of me dancing and not talking or a video of us talking about just random shit and be so connected to it and be so like excited about it. So why would I ever be rude to you? Why would I ever feel like you, or why would I ever feel like I can't talk to you? Even if I'm having a shitty day, honestly, like sometimes I'll be over it. Like my friend will make me go out to the club and I'll be like, all right, I guess we'll go. And then people will talk and I'll be like, please don't come over here. Please don't come over here. Please. And then they do. And then I still have the conversation and like whatever. Cause I don't know. I think it's amazing that we can do what we do and have so much respect and love from people who have no idea about dance. They don't know shit about dance. You don't even know how hard I worked on that combo. You don't even know how hard I worked on that video. What I went through.
The stress, the anxiety.
Literally.
You know,
like,
getting over creative
scared for it to even come out. And then like the fact that you even care enough to say, oh, I think that was dope. I have no choice but to like... thank you and continue to support and like what do you do and let me support you, whatever the case is. So it is an interesting feeling though.
It's
but
interesting.
You I think being around people like all of y'all for my whole life who have done it with such grace, like being around the, you know, the Cheryls or the Rhapsodies or like the, even to now the JRs, like everybody that I've been around who have had that kind of light around them, always handled it so well. So I think I watched that and learned from that. Great. So now we got a segment called Slay or Nay, where I ask Sean some rapid fire questions and he tells me, is it a slay or is it a nay? Hot yoga.
Oh, slay.
You like hot yoga?
I like Bikram. Yeah, I do Bikram.
Ooh, it's Bikram. That's why your skin is so nice. Okay, there's a new trend of 10s dating 4s and under. How do you feel about that? Or hooking up with 10 or 4s and under?
I don't.
We were just talking about this.
I don't mind a bit of a hit.
You don't mind it?
I don't like my niggas to be too pretty.
So like you're pretty, so like you don't want somebody who's pretty with you?
Yeah, I like a little bit of you know?
Yeah, character.
I don't know if I'm saying what I want to say as well as I want to say.
But I get you though.
I'm gonna say snay.
Okay, that's new. This is of course Sean making up some new shit, Sean. Okay, loud decor but with taste. So when you walk into somebody's house and it's like colors, like, no, you can't do it. Nay.
My house looks like Kim Kardashian's house.
Neutrals.
Because I think I have such an eclectic brain that my outer living space has to be calm.
I feel that.
I'm a neutral girly.
I feel that. Yeah. Sneakers with formal attire. So like award show.
I'm gonna have to say nay.
I'm a nay too.
Yeah, I'm a nay.
Put on a dress shoe. You know, put on a boot too. Brunch, but like Atlanta brunch, like how y'all be doing?
Yeah, nay.
Of course.
We be lit at brunch.
No, y'all be beyond lit.
I'm gonna do a little nay brunch. I'm gonna do a little slay brunch.
Yeah, like the whole thing, like music loud.
There's this new spot called Wicked Wolf in Atlanta that we go to all the time. Why is it called Wicked Wolf? And why are we crunk? I mean, them speakers be so loud,
like rattling, like
loud,
and y'all love it.
In fact. That was the last time I got drunk. That was the last time I drunk. That was
Wicked Wolf.
I went to Wicked Wolf and I was like, enough.
I had to stop this.
Yeah.
Hosting parties at the crib.
That's a nay for me.
We're not doing it. I can't even see you hosting no party at your house.
I will have a cute little gathering, but I don't like people.
I mean, yeah, no, it's real. It's very real. I'm the same way.
I used to have a party spot, but now my place I just I love it so much. It's nice and clean. And energy is a big thing. I don't like a lot of energies in my home. So it's a nay for me.
Yeah. Dating apps.
It's a nay for me.
Nay for you.
And you know what? They actually trigger me even worse because I'm like, it's like this monotonous like scrolling.
It is. It's another social media.
But it's like you can't find a connection or the connections aren't working. I was starting to feel crazy on them, so I got rid of all of those.
No dating apps for Sean. So if y'all see Sean on there, it's not Sean. Tell him to quit.
Well, I'm not using them. So.
Traveling for Pride events. Are you a person that's like, I'm going to Barcelona Pride, World Pride?
Yeah, that's a hell no nay.
A hell no nay.
No, I just, well, first of all, living in Atlanta, it's always Pride.
Yeah.
But traveling it. Uh-oh.
Oh, is that? Oh my
Shit.
gosh, so sorry. We're just long-winded, apparently.
I know.
We literally just need like 5 minutes. I'm sorry. I should have said 5 minutes.
Okay.
Bet. Okay, so no Pride events for you traveling. It's
Traveling, no.
No.
But if I'm there, sure, I parlay.
Bet. But you did say it's real. Pride is always in Atlanta. Like,
I live in fucking Atlanta.
every day.
It's fucking Pride.
Leaving people on red to try to like play a little cat and mouse game. Like when you get a text, are you like, I'm gonna answer him in like 3 hours?
I think that just happens organically.
Right.
It's definitely not a game for me. So I'm gonna say nay.
Okay.
I don't like to play.
Okay.
Maybe I do.
I when I wrote this question, I had to think about it for myself, and I have done that.
I think I accidentally do it. Mm-hmm. I don't want to do it
because you don't want to answer right away. Like I don't want to.
Definitely am playing. Ooh,
yeah.
Maybe.
See.
I think that's another snay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last one. Man wigs. Talk about the toupees glued on. Like you with your dude, and then he says like, "Babe, I gotta like
now,
take this off."
Friend, it's not for me.
Okay,
but do what you want to do with your life. I'm not hating on the kid. It ain't for me.
You just can't do it. What if he's fine though? Like I mean, he's like fine, everything you like, and it's just he gotta take that piece off.
I'm dating you, that's probably gonna have to be a nay.
Okay. Sean, that's it. Thank you so much for coming on.
This is great, Dexter.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Sean. Thank you. We have fun over here. Tell us where we can find you, socials and all that stuff.
Yeah. What's my Instagram? It's Bankhead. My TikTok. You know what's crazy now? Speaking of people come up to me like, I know you from TikTok. I'm like, am I getting?
I love that. The
like not my work no more. It's just like, I know you from TikTok. TikTok, I think it's Sean Bankhead. Twitter, don't go over there.
Follow Sean on TikTok though. He's hilarious on TikTok. He be talking crazy.
I'm getting on my TikTok game. Yeah.
I love it.
Website SeanBankhead.com. But who cares?
Thank you so much, y'all. Make sure you watch, like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that.